Alright, what's up everyone? We're a bit late on the video here. I stupidly decided to stay up last night and watch that horrific thing on Netflix for no reason, and hated every second of it. So we're gonna do a quick little vendor review since I missed it last night, and if you appreciate the video, like, comment, and or subscribe. But thank you. Let's get into it. Zanil Tharn, we're actually gonna check him out here in Craglorn. Most people go to Cold Harbor, but I do like coming here to the Crag. So a bunch of dwarven themed stuff. Last week there was some things. I'm not a real huge fan of dwarven themes. I don't really have any houses that go with it, but that doesn't mean that some of these aren't pretty cool. So I actually did buy a couple of these last time. These dwarven urn masks. They're interactable with, which do end up being a premium. They do kind of accent your house, being able to interact with some things. So, if you like it, pick it up. All right, spider legs and operative. I've seen some pretty cool stuff where people have made mannequins and all sorts of designs using parts like this. So this isn't something I would just probably just throw on the ground. But if you're looking to, I don't know, make something, this could be a nice little piece to build into it. So, schematics, dwarven schematics. I actually kind of like this. That is pretty cool. At 8,000 gold, it's not bad. All right, so dwarven puzzle. This is interactable with. I do like this. 20k gold, not a bad one. So these are, yeah, based off of the different. There's two of them. Based off of a couple different signs. So you got the lady and the mage. So 20k gold, not bad for those. 25k for this. I don't know why, but like I said, once again, if you're trying to craft something, throw a bunch of things together and make it look like something else, this could come in pretty easy. I have a couple of these. I didn't use them in one of my previous builds, but it is lighted. You can see. So 50k, not ideal, but still, it gives a nice little red ambient hue. All right, let's see. Dwarven Crystal Brazier Amber. Ooh, I do kind of. I might actually pick a couple of these up. Pretty cool light. I'm not really sure how bright that is, what actually all it's going to light up, but that is pretty cool at 40k. Alright, let's see, another detached hammer. And this. So yeah, once again, these are going to end up, if you're building something, that could come in pretty clutch to make something. So overall, if you like dwarven stuff, it's a good week for you. If you're one of those from scratch builders, very good week. And like I said, I do like that schematic and the light. So let's go check out Cyrodiil real quick. And we'll see. Hopefully I am... There's our vendor over there. Let's see what we got. Ogden the Night Flame. Right. So, line of magicka. When you heal yourself or an ally, you have a 20% chance to spawn a totem. 6 seconds that heals you and allies within 5 meters for a decent amount of health. Scales off the higher of your. Okay. I mean, I suppose this isn't good. 5 meters isn't very, very big. Now, if you are doing trials that require a bunch of ball groups instead of spreading out, moving in and out, this might work pretty good if you're a healer. So, not a big fan, but then again, I am not a healer, so I don't know much about the healing game. All right, stamina. With the Spawn of Mafala. When you deal a fully charged heavy attack, create a web under the target for 10 seconds, dealing a lot of poison damage every 1 second. All enemies within 4 meters. This effect can occur once once every 10 seconds and scales off the higher your weapon and spell damage. This is kind of outclassed by a lot. Now, occur every 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm trying to think of builds that I can move this into. I'm trying to, which I haven't really tested out the change yet to Stormfist, I think it is, which I really, really like on a lot of my bow builds. But apparently Stormfist got hit, or they fixed something, or I don't know. But I might look at a replacement for it at some point. But with the ones that I use, there isn't much that I'm really doing heavy attacks with that I could weave it in every 10 seconds to get that decent amount of damage over time. So, I mean, it's not bad. 4 meters isn't much, but that is a lot of damage over a lot of time. But it also scales off your weapon and spell damage, so you almost have to build into that and make that a thing for that to be effective. So, alright, Moon Hunter. And I think this is from Moon Hunter Keep, actually. So, weapon to spell, crit chance, and when your alchemical poison fires, you increase your weapon to spell damage by. Yeah. It could be used for some stuff, but you're basically 100% dependent on your poisons firing. So you have a build where you're equipping poisons, this might work. It could be nice for a glass cannon PvP build, but outside of that, not too impressed. But it is some nice weapon and spell damage and a nice little crit. So, alright, Ring of the Shadow Dancer. Line of Magico, weapon and spell damage. After losing sneak or invisibility, dodge all incoming attacks within 1 second. Okay, I don't think we need to talk much about that. That is not something that I'm going to build an entire build around and use 5 items to get invulnerability for 1 second when leaving sneak. I'm sure there's people that can make this effective, and 8 seconds isn't the worst cooldown in the world, but I think it's a left-handed Aegis. Essentially, if you're using a mythic, which is a 1-piece, can replace this, where you're averting a lot of damage and basically getting a big shield. So, yeah, hard pass on this for me. And then Scorion's Ring. Let's see. Line of Magica Recovery, and then weapon and spell damage. When you deal heavy damage with a heavy attack, you get imbued aura for 10 seconds, granting you and up to 3 members a bunch of magic recoveries. Effect can occur every 20 seconds. Then when you deal a fully charged heavy attack with it active, consume it and gain overflow aura for 10 seconds, granting. Okay. I could see this working for healers. Potentially. Because as healers, I mean, you are going to be doing some heavy attack weaving with all your buffs. And overall, those aren't super impressive numbers. 307 actually is okay for magic and stam recovery. But there's so many other synergies and other stuff going on in a good ball group that I don't know. And then the weapon to spell damage, not bad. I mean, granted, this is also only for 3 members, so I guess this dungeon set, yeah, it could have some use, but yeah, I don't know. Not once again the biggest fan. All right, Tench's Bite. Stamina recovery, crit chance, and line of stamina. So whenever you successfully dodge, you increase your critical damage and critical healing by 15 for 10 seconds. All right. I feel like there's a lot of good to this. Crit damage by 15 is pretty nice, especially if you're playing some PvP or a lot of solo content. But you also are dependent on getting those crit hits for that 10 seconds. Now, it does not have a cooldown, which is actually pretty nice. So you can, in theory, maintain a pretty infinite uptime on this if you're successfully dodging every 10 seconds, which, if I remember correctly, 10 seconds should put you past the cooldown of increased dodge cost, and you do get a little bit of stamina recovery and then some max stamina. So this isn't bad, but I feel like it's just potentially just an old set that is probably gonna power creeped out of the meta, and it's got a lot of good utilization to it, a lot of good solo play in my opinion. But once again, is it one of those things I'm probably gonna build around and it be dependent exclusively on me dodging? Probably not. So, and with that, we're gonna do a quick repair. And yeah, that's what we got this week. Anyway, enjoy, and you all take care.